Hey everyone, well this video is going to be a repair video on my little Jenny portable air compressor. I've had this thing a few years. I bought it used at an industrial construction auction. You know, companies have a whole fleet of them. There was like half a dozen of these that were up for sale. I picked one up dirt cheap at an auction. There can be problems with them, they can be running. This one was a running unit. Only issue is that it had a bit of a fouled up or gummed up carburetor, so I had cleaned the jets in them and put that back together, and it's ran good ever since until last fall. I just finished getting through haying season, and then was getting on to I needed to pump a tire on the skidder here sitting on the other side of the yard. So I went to take out the compressor to start it, and it literally locked up solid before it even started. I was wondering what was going on. I tried tipping the recoil back and forth, and it just made a loud clunking sound. Asked around a couple of guys other guys I know, because this has got a little Honda GX120 on it, and they said, "Oh, you probably seized it up, it's empty with oil." I said, "No, it's full of oil. I had just changed oil in it not long before last summer. Didn't use it that much, but when I need to pump a tire on the haying equipment here and there, it's handy to have in the back of the truck." So, well, you probably broke a connecting rod when it was running and all this stuff. Well, no, it was not running when this happened. I had literally used it the last time, shut it off, everything was fine. Then when I went to restart it, this is when it was locked up. So I thought either something went wrong in the compressor head unit, or something, maybe the connecting rod did fall apart. Then I started thinking, you know what? It's now coming up on this haying season. I haven't had this little compressor going for a while, and I've needed it a few times around the yard here for different things, and out of the yard, alternatives. I've had to find alternatives in the meantime, which is getting to be a pain in the arse, because you cannot believe how handy this little compressor unit is. Not having this thing in service to me is like practically not having a left nut. Decided to go ahead and just rip this thing apart and see what was going on. But before I got too far into it, I pulled the spark plug out. I can rotate the crankshaft a little bit, but this is what happens. Care to guess what it is? See if I can zoom in and show you. I found the problem. Yup, right over here. See it? Between the coil and the magnet on the flywheel. A little bolt fell out somewheres. I gotta find where the hell that thing actually goes in this unit. And it's caught between the magnet and the coil. Hey? What a dumb, what do I call it? But luckily it's just this simple, nothing major. So boy, am I glad to be able to get this thing back up and running again. I'm going to go ahead and pop that screw out of there, then try and track down where the hell that thing fell out of. I have no clue where that little machine screw came out of, or where it goes to. The two coil mounting bolts are here. That little bolt, I have no idea where that screw or bolt came from. Honestly, I'm looking around all over here, underneath the cover, underneath the motor. I'm looking under the gas tank mount. Everything seems tight. Nothing seems to be loose where any problems. When I took the cover off here, I got all my my mounting screws here, and the other ones there for the outer recoil. Everything is where it's supposed to be. I have no clue where that thing came from. It's not a carburetor mounting bolt, at least I don't think so. Everything seems to be, you know, what I can see, everything is bolted down and mounted where it's supposed to be. So honestly, I do not know where that thing is, where that came from. Now there is the possibility that a bolt or a screw, this could have been before I got it, somebody dropped it through the cover and it snuck its way in there. I've seen that happen before too. I've actually had it happen on a lawnmower. I've had it happen on a leaf blower that a guy gave me, my little Husqvarna BX125. Same deal, a machine screw or a small sheet metal screw, it actually fallen, I guess, in the air intake cooling side of the fan, got sucked into the coil and jammed, and he thought it was seized up or whatever. A family member, I think his wife or one of the kids, was using it, and he just thought, well, they must have ran it too long, got it too hot, and seized the saw. He said, if you want it, you can have it for parts. He gave it to me. Pulled the cover apart and found there was a screw stuck or jammed between the, well, between the coil and the flywheel magnet. And this is what happened here. So, got lucky, like I say. Well, I'm gonna pause you guys here. I'm gonna dig into this a little further, see if I can find where this bolt came from, or screw. And then if not, well, I'm gonna put it back together and well, get this thing up and going. I'm probably gonna have to service the carburetor. It's been sitting, like I say, for a few months. I hope it's not acting weird or anything. It was running good before, but anyways, we'll see if we can. We're gonna get this mystery hopefully figured out and get this thing back up and going, because I got tires that need pumping, and I need my little compressor for the summer to do my service work. So, well, you'll never believe where I found this little screw is supposed to belong. I thought it would be on somewheres on this side of the motor, but on the exact opposite end of the compressor pump, down over here, right on the bottom, right there. Now, how in the world that screw made its way all the way from this side of the pump or unit over to this side and get sucked into the fan is beyond me. But anyways, that's where it ended up, and I'm just lucky it never got caught in the plastic cooling fan and busted all the fins. So regardless, gonna put it all back together and do a little bit of service work on this thing and get it back up and going. There we go, back up and running like it should. Well, I'm pretty happy about this. So, but I guess we're going to call this a video. Just like to say thanks once again, everybody, for stopping by and checking out another one of my videos, and we'll see you all in the next one.